Hello. What's going on? We are here with part 3. We literally did part 1 and part 2 for you for the full moon in Cancer, and I was like still getting messages coming through for you. It's pretty rare that that happens. So we'll roll with it. I guess there are some messages. What I really wanted to jump into though, is a long-term projection. I actually hadn't done this for any of the other signs, but I figured that, well, I felt guided to do it here. So what I want to do is pull a card for the full lunar cycle here for you. And there must be something really kind of being addressed here. I wonder what it would be. Well, you take it as you will, but oh, well, Mercury retrograde. Mercury's your ruler. Okay, Virgo. But same for Gemini. Now, what pops out right then? Daughter of Cups in reverse. This is just like a little letter in the chute. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Daughter of Pentacles right. Some of you here, you could be thinking of reuniting with someone. This is going to be down the line. I want to pull a card for each of the months between last year and a year from now. Nine of Cups upright. Let's clear it. Father Wands in reverse. This comes down to your actions, your behaviors. From a while. This is a long-term storyline I'm getting. Ten of Cups in reverse, Father Pentacles upright, and the Sun in reverse. There's a financial side to this. Yeah, the Four of Cups upright. Interesting. Let's see. Let's take a look here. So every lunar cycle, every lunar sort of full moon and new moon point relates to a broader cycle of about, well, 6 months to a year. And the last time we had this kind of like energy that keeps going on and on is from the Sagittarius eclipse. Let's clear it. Sagittarius eclipse. Yeah, that was about, was it a year ago? 2 years ago. Right prior to the pandemic. Right in the beginning sort of stages of the pandemic. It was a 14 stage reading, kind of like what's going on here. I don't think we're gonna hit 14 quite. I'm seeing 2 to 2 right there on the clock. Wow, interesting. But yeah, I gotta be honest with the energies, and so there could be, let's clear, there's a reason for what. Let's pull here about a year ago. Let's clear the energy and ground. So last, January. Okay. For some of you here, last May. Okay. Some of you like bumped into somebody. I'm seeing this. Okay. Oh yeah. There was something here back in May. Something maybe was like made very obvious or clear to you even. That Daughter of Pentacles just came through, and I'm getting a really, and the Daughter of Pentacles is interesting, like looking at the Two of Cups that came through in February 2021. For some of you here, there's someone who you realize maybe who your soulmate is. I'm hearing this for some of you, like there's something. Think back to May 2021. There was definitely, oh yeah, some shift. For some of you, look where you have, of course, it's enough to be partnerships, but I'm feeling that this is a matter of like clarifying, okay, what your intentions are. I hear that as well, like what your vision is, what you're really here for in a way, like your soul, life path calling. Let's clear it. Some of you know this person for a long time, and it's been a matter of being honest and vulnerable within the space. With the Magician upright, there's a lot of love here. I see that there's a lot of passion, but it's kind of like, well, what is really the point of that if it isn't going to be brought forward in an honest and open manner? Falling out is the Ten of Wands with the Son of Cups in reverse. There's a past life energy here. There's something karmic. You have to understand, I think, what that is, and we mentioned this in the first and the second stage for the Virgo reading. With the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse, let's clear. Yeah, there's a lot of like heat. I see that. Like sometimes there's too much pressure in the connection. And so, yes, okay, but let's continue. Now, you have the apex, okay, of the Ace of Cups in your reading. This is pretty amazing here, Virgo. You have the Two of Cups in February 2021. I see that this is something that you came full circle with in a sense. Some of you, this is more about your perspective. Some of you are dealing with someone who you know you have a really strong connection to. It's just more a matter of your interpreting, okay, of the connection. Interesting. And so I feel someone here is a little bit, maybe has been, well, there's an immaturity energy, like, and I feel somebody realizes this is not going to happen until I do my karmic clearing, okay? Like, I'm not going to piggy bank off of a lifestyle. I'm hearing that as well, that okay, I don't really own. I'm hearing that, I don't know, maybe this is someone here realizing they want to be more authentic in some sense, want to come forward in a really honest way. But there are things they need to move through energetically. Now, oh, the Hermit on the Ace of Cups. I just pulled a clarifier card on that with the Five of Cups in reverse, a further card on that. Now, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July. There's something awkward going on, though. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Like, in the environment, like, in the context to this connection, whether or not, like, I feel, well, this is a very intense connection, obviously. We're in part 3 here, okay, at a Cancer full moon. There's something that... Well, you know, yeah, it's awkward. It's like, I don't know if whoever is however but if you're recognizing what this factor is that needs to be moved through, like, consciously, that Four of Cups keeps coming through. So for some of you here, the so-called weakest link is the karma. It is like the acknowledgement of it. Are we going to acknowledge it? Like, somebody here has been a little, I'm being honest, they've been a little bit like pompous when it comes to being vulnerable, okay, surrendering to, okay, this new beginning. And it is a matter of saying, hey, I do acknowledge what I feel here and I'm going to act on that. Like, I'm not going to hide that. Okay, let's clear it. And I feel, yeah, this is really echoing the messages that had come through in the last 2 parts of this Virgo reading. Now, with the Hermit on the Ace of Cups, this comes through in July, again, 2021. So last year, right? Because we're looking at the last full moon in Cancer a year ago, and then 6 months down the line from then, and 6 months ago from now, from today, this full moon in Cancer, the new moon in Cancer. So that was about... the Strength in reverse sits on that month as you lead into the Ace of Cups. Okay, for some of you, this is about being private versus public with this connection. This is for some. This is like what it really boils down to. Let's go. But there's something going on in the environment that's, but I just don't think that it's fully obvious. Like, it's not like they've come through and said, hey, I can't say this. Yep, Seven of Swords in reverse, and yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is very awkward. Oh my god, I feel like some of you, well, because it's like you're not talking about this connection, like you're not saying openly what your perspectives are. You might not be in full, like, open conversation or communication. There's a reason for that, though. Okay, the Six of Swords on the but I just keep getting there's something awkward going on, like Four of Wands. Maybe you either do really see them quite often or you don't really see them quite often. Something, it's one or the other. It's something like, if you don't, like, but there's some caveat to that. Like, if you do see them quite often, there's something strange about the context of the communication and the connection. If you are not seeing them often, there is, like, still a way in which you are connected or communicating with them. You know what I'm saying. This is possibly what was coming through in the last 2 parts of the reading. Now, let's clear it. For some of you, there's something related to family. Now, if something is not being communicated, it's still being communicated. This is part of maybe, like, the so-called awkward energy, like the feeling of, like, okay, well, if he really wasn't interested in me, he would have, like, you know, done things a little differently. Let's clear it. I don't know. He would have done things differently. He would have done something by now. I hear that as well. For some of you, somebody is avoiding, absolutely avoiding. They're going in circles, like, I'm hearing Skylar. They're going in circles, like, yeah, well, I kind of do, but then it's like, but then their actions or their behavior is not adding up, okay? And so the interpretation is left for you or whoever else, the other party, to be really kind of, like, thought of as, well, I don't know what to make of this, okay? You're really throwing me off, yeah, okay? Really throwing me off here. Now, the Chariot here up right, this is the card of Cancer, interesting, on that Emperor, and that Emperor was really, really dancing through in that last few, those readings. You have the Tower. So this is an ego crisis. Again, we keep coming down to this point. I see that there's a plateau with this in July. So think back to July. I feel like somebody here really released something. Maybe there was even a little bit of, like, an ultimatum, like, hey, I'm not going to be here. Okay. Thinking about this, like, without us really, like, at least throwing a little bit of that conversation around. Like, I think something was made obvious and clear back in July for some of you. Like, maybe even, yeah, definitely the Fool. Like, this is someone who maybe, well, let's clear it. We're gradually gradually getting to the point where we're getting comfortable with calling out this love story as it is felt. Eight of Wands. There's something a little bit, though, controversial, maybe even in the environment. For some of you, something political. I don't know what's what, but I feel like somebody here feels like you need to sweat, but you can't. Okay, let's clear it. That's what I'm getting. No. Okay, okay. Yeah, somebody cannot even tell their family about this. Like, this is not appropriate. I feel this is really, really a huge pain in the ass for both parties. Like, you know, for some of you, okay, there's like this. Well, we have the Daughter of Cups in reverse next to the Fool upright, and the Son of Cups is in reverse again, wandering into the future. For some of you, it's like I feel like you feel uncomfortable with the Mother of Cups on the Daughter of Cups. There's this moment, okay, of like, well, like, why am I not manifesting this person? We mentioned this in the last video, the potato sack race. I don't mean to roll my eyes there, but I feel some of you, this is maybe your energy. You're at a point you're like, listen, I know that he's really interested in me, but he's just not saying it, okay? We have the Daughter of Cups and the Son of Cups in reverse. Now, for some of you, like, it's annoying because you'll still keep... Well, you will still be relating to this person. It's like, how do we say? It's the example, metaphor of even like, yeah, like two people even working on a project together. It's like they have some kind of like argument they just got into, but they still have to go on stage and like still perform and smile. It's something like this with the Daughter of Cups in reverse or the Son of Cups in reverse. It's like we still have to still be involved with each other, you know, whatever it happens to be for you. Like, be it that you feel you cannot like escape this person in some way. For some of you, there's something. Okay, now Eight of Swords here, mirror that keeps bringing you back together. Like, no matter how awkward it gets, okay? Like, it's like, well, yeah, this is for some. It's like, I don't know, maybe you work together, or there's something that, I see you, like, both are, like, watering the same plants in the same garden. This is reminding me of a reading where two people in all of Manhattan ended up at the very same newspaper stand and had their hand on the same newspaper. Which reading was that? It was one of the last few readings. I was just going to say maybe the North Node and Taurus series. It was one of those videos we did last night, I think it was. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I have right now. For some of you, maybe somebody here is already in a connection. For some of you, like, you could swear that there's a connection here. It's like, well, I'm sorry, okay? If he was truly not interested in me, he would, like, honestly let me go even on an energetic level. For some of you, you're feeling the energetics here. It's like, but this person is, like, very polished and, like, I mean, respected in a public sense. But when it comes down to it, like, baby, like, you know there's another side of the story there. Devil upright, yeah, because the energy is not disappearing. Okay, the High Priestess upright. Some of you are literally you're bumping into this person. For some of you, I'm hearing you're falling in love with them. Now, the High Priestess is like, some of you are like, well, I would have forgotten about, I don't know why I can't forget about this person. Nine of Cups here with the High Priestess, the Father of Pentacles card, possibly for some. Now, you do want to be aware, though, that you have boundaries on astral as well. Somebody could be interested in you, but they're not available to be brave in their life. So does that mean that you need to suffer? No. Probably if somebody, yeah, I mean, it's all about transparency. So, yeah, this doesn't really mean anything. Like, you could have a very strong soulmate connection. Oh my God. Okay, but what does that really mean, right? I mean, if you are not able to, if you're not going to be brave, it's like, well, I could take the test and ace it, but I could also take the test and write all the wrong answers. It's about what you're willing to experience. Are you ready to graduate? Some people are going to pretend like they don't know the answer on the test. This is not up to you to change, obviously, but you're obviously still in the situation because, well, you're feeling, because by way of the boundaries question as well, you're still feeling this person is in some sense. Now, I think at a certain point, let's clear it. You don't have any more time, okay, for games. And that is kind of what this has turned into. For some of you, I think in the beginning you were like, well, but now it's turning into, I see very clearly that you're not really available. Okay, not just for me, but for you, because you being with me or you calling out our connection in a public way together is you being there for you, okay, and being honest. And so it comes down to something far beyond the connection. It becomes a question of bravery. Yeah, so with the Fool upright, okay, on the Ace of Cups, in the Hermit there, this is a moment of kind of like a crisis, okay, because the new beginning is here. Are you going to call it out? For some of you, like, something was, let's clear it, something was really, really awkward, I feel, for some. Okay, think back to July. It's like something was really, really, like, even strange or eerie. Like, well, are you really just going to look at me and say this didn't happen? I'm hearing this, well, oh my God, Seven of Pentacles. I don't know what that's going for everybody, but the Seven of Pentacles, right? The Son of Wands in reverse, the Mother of Wands in reverse. Okay, for some of you, there is something inappropriate going on astral. Astral exists and it counts. Okay, None of this like shenanigans, like I'm not gonna even make no eye contact with you in 3D, but then I'm gonna like make a whole masterpiece in my mind of you. That's some bullshit right there. That's not cool. And I think for some of you started to pick up on that, like, hey, I see like your little energy game. I see how you're still winding me up here on an energetic level, and you're not actually showing up. Now, again, the plateau and the peak was in July for some of you in 2021, and that was well, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, right around the new moon in Cancer. Okay, and then you lead out with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, no, but let's keep on that Ace of Cups. Now, the Empress here upright on the Mother of Wands in reverse. For some of you, there's a financial side to this, or there's something like really kind of tricky, okay, technically, but like, can we get beyond the conventions? It's time to ascend, and we have to say it the way we feel it. Yes, emotion is a currency. Why do we pretend like it's not actually worth something? I'm hearing that as well, like that it's not actually in our back pocket. I'm hearing if we're holding it there, okay, for safety measure, for comfort. I'm hearing that as well, and for connection. Ooh, Father Swords upright. Some of you like have, for plain and simple, somebody's still hanging on to you. Okay, somebody is literally still hanging, whether or not you like observe it as that. Okay, this could be somebody who's, oh, they're not responding to text messages. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have time for this or that. No, I'm in another part of my life here. Yeah, I'm seeing a taxi cab rolling by. I hardly ever see taxi cabs here. It reminds me of New York. Take it as you will. Yeah, it's like, I don't have any time. Some of you work with this person. It's like, I have nothing to like see to that, you know, with you. Now, this can also be like a work partnership, okay? For whatever reason, it's like maybe it's controversial. Like you feel like you really would be a great partner with someone, but they're not willing to participate because of I don't know. I'm seeing an egg here. I'm seeing like an egg cracking with yolk. Let's clear the energy ground now. The star here, and I think, yeah, for some of you, you did not want to live in this relationship that was kind of like, well, it's starting to become toxic because it's you did not feel that you could really be honest and like expressive, and like you felt like this person or this connection or the context of the connection was a little bit of like a dollhouse energy, but you're not a doll. You're a human being in human form, but with also spiritual, okay, storyline. And so you have to be honest on all levels here, okay? And it's really gonna, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I think for some of you stepped out and you said, well, karma will take care of this. I'm not going to be the one to tell them that they need to be honest in front of everybody else. This is a matter of like, if they're willing to really take it to the next, you know, the next stage. Samantha says, I just cracked an egg, ... LOL, making scrambled eggs. Okay, enjoy. We see you. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles right. It's like, well, he did that, but then you did that. It's like, for some of you, there are fantasies involved. For some of you, this is really like not fair, because it's like, I see somebody, I'm going to call it out. Somebody is acting like they're coming over for work matters, and it's like, it's fucking not just for work. Are you like stupid? I'm hearing that, like, no, I think, and it was putting you in a really weird space, because you could feel that, like, it's almost like a little game. They're playing game, you know? It's like they like to, for some of you, they may even enjoy kind of like seeing you like wonder what their intention is. Let's clear it. Yeah, I don't really like that, but okay, okay, Seven of Wands. The issue is that for this person is not ready to be in this connection. So it's a little bit immature, you know? It's like, well, I don't want to lose all my friends on Facebook, so like, I'll just continue being friends with all of them, and I won't post like, you know, who it is that I'm really maybe even dating. I don't know who I'm really I'm hearing dating. Who I'm with. The Devil and the Justice card, this is definitely somebody who will not commit to the emotions that they're feeling. Some of you, possibly, I would be so surprised if you had an actual, like, honest, open moment with this person where you actually said what you felt. It's a lot of, like, reading between the lines with, like, goggles on, and, like, we're underwater. We can only talk about underwater. It's like, blah, it's like, we don't have time for that. Devil upright. Let's clear the energy around. No. Okay, it's like, this is... No. Eight of Pentacles with the Devil and the Justice card. Now, they may speak another language. It's, like, too many fucking factors. Like, you can't even tell, like, is it because of that? Do they not have the words? It's like, this is not fair, I feel, to somebody very particular here. So let's clear the energy. Let's backtrack, clear around. Now, the Eight of Pentacles Devil, they're maybe even quite, well, they have a factor here. Yeah, they do. It's like, okay, so well, let's say they don't want to lose you. Okay, so what are they going to do? They're gonna keep you, but what does that even mean? What does it mean to like have you as like a possession and to lose you? Okay, as a possession that they once had. This is them coming from the angle and the lens of the ego, not just with you, but like in general in their life. They're not in a space of saying, if I want to manifest this, I will do it. Okay? They're not really coming from that moral of the story. With the Lovers landing on the Four of Wands upright, you guys maybe have an overlap in social circles, which is further what makes this awkward. But listen, I mean, where's the goddamn bravery? Like, we don't have time to be like, I'm sort of like a skateboarder, but like, I don't really have my permit. Like, you need a permit to be a skipper. Okay, they're maybe even actually lying, guys. They're making excuses. Father Wands in reverse, Mother Pentacles. But I can't really do this because, like, you know, it's like, Now, for some of you, this is a dangerous spot that you're in possibly with this person because there's a lot of Neptune energy here as well, is what I'm picking up on. Let's clear it. Let's pull real quickly on that. Well, there's a lot of physical attraction. You're getting confused. I see for some of you, you're getting all, like, confused, like, but like, wait, like, is Wally really in love? Like, is like Wally really like my real like intergalactic like? Is he my brother? I'm here. Is he my brother? You're confused. Somebody is confused. They don't know. They can't read it now. So this is where I'm reminded of the Scorpio and the Aquarius reading for the full moon. And is it the full moon? Yeah, the full moon in Cancer, I believe, or was it the North Node? Okay, we're getting confused. Okay, but either way, it was one of the readings. It's not fair because you're kind of like, it's almost as if you don't really have a real like knowing of where you stand with this person. And I think it's like weird further because you're kind of like going along with it. I mean, I have to call it out. It's like, you're kind of like, yeah, it's like, I don't really know. It's like, if anybody were to come up to you and say, who is this person? You would kind of, I mean, it's weird because I see this like kind of dark masquerading energy. I'm not talking about like feeling like you have a spiritual connection. You can have a spiritual connection and not be confused, right? This is the point of the transparency. So someone here is kind of, I wonder, are they Neptunian? What's going on with that? I'm seeing the devil there. The Ten of Swords. Okay, well, they're the Nine of Swords actually. Let's clear the Nine of Swords. They are very uncomfortable. They're not ready for not at all. The Two of Swords or the Nine of Swords, they're not at all ready for a vulnerable connection. I think that you're possibly seeing a lot of their story. The Five of Cups, okay, I think there's a lot of like, well, but like I'm empathizing with him and I know where he's at in his life. It's like, but this is not enough, bro. We need to be brave here. We cannot just have like one wheel on the trolley and have it, you know, not feel annoying to roll around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to acknowledge that it's uncomfortable for you to be rolling the trolley with only one wheel. For some of you, you're doing a lot of legwork, in other words, on an energetic level. I'm just seeing it. I have to call it out for you because I feel like that's my duty as a tarot reader, to be honest, as a channeler, to say it the way I'm really seeing it. And I feel like it's just, yeah, I mean, they may want this in a certain way. Let's clear it for their ego, because it's protecting the ego, because then it doesn't require them to just come out and be very honest and transparent with you, okay? To really, really, like, just be like, hey, you know what? Like, okay, sure, I'll, like, you know, maybe even tell my family I hear that. Whatever the controversy happens to be, this is a very, like, no, this is kind of even selfish, guys. Like, I'm sorry. It's actually kind of, like, even inconsiderate. Okay, they realize that they're holding you kind of like a hostage. I don't know what that, that came out. Take it as you will. Temperance in reverse, the Five of Cups upright. They kind of know on some level what they're doing, but they're not strong enough. Now, again, we said this in the last reading, part 2. What's really needed here is tough-ass love. Okay, now, they're not going to necessarily have this conversation with you, I feel. They're not receptive to that point. They may, for a small number of you, I'm getting this is coming through a few times. I didn't want to mention it, but it's come through again. I'm getting here a few times. They may have an entity attachment, and yeah, so, but this is not, like, I mean, and you may have realized that, and so that's, I feel you broke apart from this connection. Let's clear it. That was a moment of realization, maybe even for you, where you said, I'm not fighting with this person. I'm not like having the conversation with this person. They have something that's running them. They have something that's kind of like governing even their body at a certain point. I don't know. I mean, now let's clear it. Okay, so, and you really realize, like, I'm pushing the baby carriage, like, all myself. The Nine of Cups in reverse, that could be a passive energy as well. Ten of Swords in reverse. Four Cups upright, Page of Cups upright. For somebody, there's something going on with their family. I don't know. Or somebody here won't admit something to the family. It could be something cultural. So somebody here is Chinese, I see that. It could be a particular message or something about something, they have a family-based business. They're making all kinds of excuses, but I have to like show up at the family like gatherings and like this and that. It's like all that, none of that really is going to be a point. Okay, at the end of the day, you come here as a soul and you leave as a soul, right? Yeah, that's the only thing that stands at the end of the day. It's about being honest with the soul. We have to be honest with ourselves. Otherwise, this is not a happy story. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, all right, and it's kind of painting a rather like super honest portrait, but I think like honestly this is a realization that you have had, and honestly realization that this other person has had. With the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, some of you here, there's something I keep hearing, there's something with their family, and I think like maybe even like you started to like empathize with that. Let's clear the energy on the right side of the body. Yeah, but then you just don't have time for that, okay? Because yes, I see you've taken even the luggage for TSA. Well, good for you, Virgo, because I think like you got to the point where you realize like how much like you saw the moment of the snap and you detached from this. I really feel you did. So now I'm curious why this is coming up at the full moon in Cancer. You might want to look at where you have Cancer in your birth chart. There's some cards on the floor. Yeah. This person maybe just doesn't want to see you go, and they're trying like in different ways, like maybe even to like I don't know. It's a silly excuse, though, what they have. I want to get further before we call it out, though. I see it as a little bit of a silly excuse in the sense of it's still not authentic. It's still not honest. It's like saying, hey, you want to, like, hang out and, like, talk about, like, Cheerios? It's like, I want to count, like, I'm counting Cheerios tonight. You want to come over and count Cheerios? It's like, fuck no, I don't want to count Cheerios. Come on. No. I'm not here for that. I never was here for that. And you realize maybe that this is different for everybody, but it's a little bit uncomfortable, even like at a certain point, like it's degrading, even with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups in between. This is like, you know that I'm like sensitive about this. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know. Or you know that this is inappropriate. Okay, the Six of Swords. Now, let's clear it. Yeah, it's like, I think you're telling this person, be like either yes or no with me. And I hope that they're not going to guilt trip you and like, oh, but like you wouldn't rather have friendship at all? It's like, this is not friendship though, because you're not saying it's friends or not friends. Okay, this is for some guys. Is this resonating? Hit the like button. Let me know how it is resonating. We're channeling here, by the way. For those who are maybe new to the channel, we are channeling in addition to working with the tarot cards. Now let's clear the energy and ground. I just keep seeing children here. So maybe somebody's like meeting in front of someone's children, or there's something about children. For some of you, I just would also be quite wary. If there is any kind of financial like exchange here, if you are like paying for something and whatnot, or vice versa, I would just be kind of aware of that. It's just like not good like child rearing practices. Even if we are gonna like kind of like play the role as like somebody's, caretaker or whatever, I don't think it's not a healthy mindset, okay, to like really be in that space where I don't know if you're trying to like be nice to them and like pay for stuff. I don't know, but that's kind of getting the lines very murky, okay? Because then it's like they're still feeling like they're connected to you, and then it's like you're not able to get really sharp shooter with what the fuck is actually going on. Now, this sounds like someone's very specific message, so if it is like not your message, don't worry. Maybe watch another sign, or we'll maybe pull another spread in a bit. But there's something that just is like really clear to you, I think, at a certain point. Let me though get the chat pulled up here. But yeah, hit the like button, guys, if this is your message. Let me know if this is resonating as well. I think it's also just inappropriate, though. Like, I'm seeing, like, somebody here who maybe is not dating someone officially, but they're doing all the things that somebody would do as a married couple. And it's like, so you expect me not to get attached like that? Maybe is not dating someone officially. Like, what are you expecting? No. I just don't like that. Either you realize that about this person and you realize their standards and you weren't into it and that was clear, and maybe you've actually moved on. Maybe they're coming back, they're like curious about like how things have maybe changed or not changed. And I'm seeing like, but for some of you, yeah, I don't know. I think that you don't really want to continue. Let me make sure the iPad's not going to die. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, there's just like something, okay, of a moment where No, it's like not appropriate. Okay, let's clear the energy. So I want to know like more where you're at, Virgo, because we get that there's a past life thing. We get that there's like all of these like emotional nuances, but this is not enough to have a happy relationship that's working where you're not a hidden wife. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that is about. I'm seeing so clearly though, I have to say it. I'm seeing someone who they're with somebody but on the down low, and they won't tell anyone because of they have reasons. Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to be like, okay, a reason you can't tell other people. This is bullshit. I am deserve to be exposed. Okay, yes. Why are you not being like empowered in the connection? And if they're making fun of you because you feel like you're not empowered in that way, like that's too bad for them. Okay, yeah, no. They need to get real with themselves. Not and otherwise it's like, especially if there is like an astral side to this, because that's kind of, it's like, what do you want, a harem? Why you don't want to come out and like call it out? Okay, no, ew, loving light. Let's just clear. You have to call it out and get it real here, real squared away. What, you don't want to tell so and so that you are committed to somebody? Oh, honey, it's too bad. You're gonna lose me then and her then. You know, it's like something like that. You have to get so clear with this energy because this person maybe, for some of you, they are guilt tripping. And we just don't have time for that. It's like, how old are you? Let's clear the energy. For some old number of you, they're acting like they're giving you like gifts or something. Let's clear it. That's not going to feel good in the long term. Not at all. I'm not happy with that. No, I'm not. I don't want to feel like, no. See somebody like giving somebody a kiss, like, and like kind of acting like hush hush and like on the down low. You don't like that. Okay. No, yeah, I'm seeing it so clearly, guys. Justice in reverse. And maybe they would tell you like, don't tell like your family and your friends, like that. Maybe this is for someone very particular. It's a very specific storyline, it seems here. It's like they would kind of tell, like they're trying to persuade you that this is like enough. When it's not, okay, like, it's fucking not, bro. Oh, no. It's the decision you're making, okay? Okay, it's not enough for me, though. Okay. I think you're starting to separate the decision that you make from the decision that this person makes. At first, you're like, well, we'll make the same decision. We'll have the same, like, thought mantra. Yeah, okay, fine, I guess. Like, they're very persuasive, guys. Ew. No. Let's clear it. Oh, I don't like that. Very manipulative. Very extremely. They want to make it seem like you are like believing in what they're saying. They could be a lawyer for some of you or something. I see someone who's like quite wealthy, a little bit like there's a conventional energy here a little bit. Yeah. It's like they're applying their logic to your relationship. There could be they may even say like cultural factor or something like this. It's like you need to like slap his little briefcase out of his hand, okay? With that, like, and tell him very clearly, this is not my timeline. Yeah, and maybe they're even telling you, well, one day we'll say it, just not today. Like, let's clear the energy and fucking ground. No. Okay? Spirit's gonna bring this forward. Spirit will bring this forward. Let's clear it. But I think that honestly, whoever is in this connection, they're gonna leave before even Spirit has to, yeah, because no one is gonna feel empowered like that. I see somebody like, no. You're gonna feel like a little like, no. Like, what is even the word? It's a little bit of like a concubine-like energy. We have to call it out. I'm not gonna be your little concubine. Got it? Yeah. No, and it's a whole ass no. Yeah. I'm a whole ass human. I have a heart, and I should feel acknowledged. Okay? Let's clear the energy and ground. Like, this guy thinks he's, like, very, like, chief executive even with you. I don't know. This reminded me of the fifth stack in that New Year's Eve reading. Message for the brokenhearted. Pick a stack. It was the last stack. Yeah, it's like, this person is taking you in circles a little bit. I would really clear cords if you really can. Yeah, I mean, do what you can to just That doesn't mean, like, sometimes, yeah, we interpret it as like, well, if I clear the cord, it means I don't have compassion towards them. Not at all. Okay. But you do have compassion towards yourself, okay, which allows you to make the distinction of what is okay for you and what's not. Okay, you can have a twin flame if they're going to treat you in such a way that is imbalanced, okay, when it comes to what you feel and what they feel. If you're making decisions in the connection where you're not being heard out in the terms of the decisions you're making as a so-called couple, then, well, that's good for the universe that you're twin flames. But if you're not empowered, then that connection is not really holding much weight, if you know what I'm saying. When we're talking in terms of ascension, in ascension we don't have conventionalisms, and we don't have the like gender norms and like, you know, yeah, so and so. No. Ascension is transparency. You raise the vibration by being honest and by defeating fear. So it's all very silly, okay, this whole, yeah, I mean, they're basically kind of like giving reasons like, yeah, like, well, we can't talk about this, honey. No, we can't talk about it. We can blast it, okay, from the rooftops, okay, from the mountaintops. We can tell. I'm hearing also the children. We can tell them, blah blah blah. But you're choosing not to, and you're kind of trying to tell me like also that that's appropriate. Well, don't tell me what I'm feeling. For some of you, no. Let's clear it. They're a little bit controlling. Let's get it out there. Yeah. No, they're controlling, okay? This is what they're trying to do, but it's their fear. Doesn't make them a bad person, but you have the right to say, then I step back right here, because I'm not playing around with, well, I'll pay for this, and like, that, you know that I'm really into, what's that? No, I'm sorry. Are we in a play? Let's be, like, real with the scripts, even if we are in the play. I know the script sure is, I didn't write my name like that. I will never act like that. Maybe they're even telling you stuff like, oh, you really want to be like this, don't you? No, man, no. Let's clear the energy. For some of you guys, oh, no. For some of you, this person is trying to make it desirable that you're, like, a third person. This is for some. No, now we're getting heated. Okay, whose story is this? Let's clear the energy around. The Three of Wands with the Chariot? They're, like, making it attractive, like, oh, yeah, like, to triangulate even? It's like, yeah, like, you're kind of, like, the most important one. Like, what's that, please? For some of you, it may not be, like, that they're literally there, okay, in 3D, but for some of you, it's, like, they're trying to say that it's, like, a special thing. That they're not really, like, it's like you're the mysterious, it's like you're the mistress energy. No, I'm not. I'm hearing that. I sure as hell will never be someone like that. Okay, with the Chariot, you're rewriting the history here. Three of Wands here with the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's clear, yeah. For some of you here, it's like maybe in the sense of saying, like, they're trying to tell you a cute bedtime story of like, well, it's like, it's you know, in history, like, this happens a lot. What the fuck is that bullshit? I'm not here for history. Like, love and light, you gotta just take yourself off the stage now, okay? Because I'm gonna take the whole thing down. Yeah, so if it's for your safety, I'm hearing that. Some of you maybe even, like, you heard what this person's idea of, like, love is and, like, the odds, and you just wanted to, like, honestly, yeah, I'm hearing figure out how to brand it the way you need it done. Ace of Wands in reverse. For some of you, there's something tricky going on with the finances. Like, I don't want to say that you maybe, for some of you, you even threaten to blackmail this person. Oh my god. Like, I don't know if you have, like, the keys or information to build, like, their business or something. It's like, oh my dear lord. Okay, let's clear the energy. Three of Cups upright. It's getting sticky. Yeah, this is sticky. The Hangman here. The Hangman in reverse. I'm seeing, like, yeah, Three of Cups upright. For some of you, they're, like, introducing you to someone. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, the Ace of Wands in reverse, guys. This is an old-ass school, very conventional, like, they're not in the power state, though, with that mantra. They just adopted it, if I'm quite honest. Like, it's not even their own. But, yeah, and I mean, yeah, so, for some of you, they drive a taxi cab. This is for some... Or something about driving, something about cars. It could be used car salesman or something like this. I see that with the Chariot, and I'm seeing that, yeah, they restore cars. Okay, yeah, I see that here. Now, okay, so no. For some of you, they're gradually inching, they're gradually confessing even what their vision is of this connection. And for some of you, you have honestly already stepped out. I need to know more about Virgo here. Can we know more about Virgo here? But before we do, let me read off. We have here the Two of Pentacles in August. September is the Ace of Swords. Something very strange in September went down, possibly for some. You might have gone into like a little bit of like a weird conversation. It's like, you think what now? Okay, I'm hearing like yeah, I'm hearing like a car like screeching. Now, let's clear the energy round. That was September. October, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Daughter of Cups in reverse. Some of you moved out. Okay, then we have here in November, the Ten of Cups. December is the Three of Swords-ish with November. December-ish, 2021, we have the Magician. We have here the Nine of Wands in reverse in January. This is the current state in February here coming up. We have the Sun of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse. We have to continue to pull into the next year. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, well, the tables are flipping now. Some of you hear this person, maybe you, how many of you actually stepped away from this person? Because I'm seeing that you're long gone, actually, for some. Yeah. There's no real conversation happening with this anymore. It's like, you're not entertaining that bullshit. No way, no how. And, yeah, I mean, it honestly, I'm just looking at the energy, like, this is some pure, like, no, like even escapism, okay? Like they're escaping even. It's like they're running away from something. And I think you saw that this is not a high vibrational relationship. Like even if there was a lot of love here, like, ew, like you want me to be like this hidden mistress? Oh God, no, I'm just hearing that again. Let's clear it. Now, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, and let's get a little bit further here. Let's clear the energy around. When you met this person, it was a very different vibration. Maybe like right when you initially, let's clear the energy. Let's clear the energy, backtrack around down the whole right side of the body. Some of you there are Scorpio. Yeah. They're acting very sideways and strange with you. Like when you ask them questions, they get very weird. For some of you, this person is a lawyer. And the issue is, ding, 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 dong, dong, ding, dong, hello, ding, dong. Maybe you're very, like, you're maybe very, like, intelligent, but you're not being compassionate. And this person maybe taught you that. They taught you that you can be intelligent but not compassionate and not be, like, really my type right now. This person is maybe kind of, again, old school. I can see somebody typing on a typewriter machine. Let's clear it. They're very, the Father Swords. Oh my God, the Father Cups. The Father Pentacles. Okay, hold on. They're very, very kind of like convincing type, you know? Yeah, be careful with this person. They may have a lot of Aquarius as well, a lot of Scorpio, a lot of Aquarius. You got three fathers in a row, the Death card. They have something here with their family. It's a family legacy even. You were impressed at first. Wow. It's like, but no, you're not going to be respecting me, and I can tell. The Death card here with the Father Sword, you're basically trying to prove yourself to your company. I'm hearing that. Your mother, I'm hearing that as well. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, like, yeah, so let's clear. It's like, we can't do that in front of, like, the whole company, like, blah, blahs. Let's clear it. Now, let's clear the energy. Let's backtrack. For some of you, this person is a lawyer. Yeah. How many of you... Is this your story? This keeps coming through with somebody who's a lawyer. Okay, we got a troll. We got a troll, right? You got any last words? We don't have time. Or space in the chat. So, last words. Let's clear the energy around. Bye. Okay. Now, with the Death card and the Father Swords and the Father Cups and the Father Pentacles, you guys, this is a tricky situation because let's clear the energy around. This person will come off as having the capacity, the potential, okay, to be really, like, actually very intelligent emotionally. And for some of you, they're literally a lawyer. No, they are maybe even a psychologist. There's some irony here because you would think it's like, well, I would think that maybe they're even like a human rights, like something going on here. I gotta be honest, I'm seeing like somebody maybe even who works, maybe they work in like a really high-end company and like they've fallen in love with someone in the company. But like that, if they would come out and say something about that, it would be the end. The end of the world as we know it. Dun dun, the end of the world as we know it. Dun dun. Let's clear the energy around. Six of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Wands upright. Yeah. Death card here with the Father of Cups. Okay, yes, the World. The World and the Father of Cups, the Father of Pentacles, the Father of Swords on the Death card. Let's clear the energy and ground. Okay, the world is mirroring the Seven of Wands. For some of you, something is imbalanced, yeah? Now, here's the thing. There's an irony because I'm going to give you an example. Let's say there's somebody here who comes in, right? And literally is like, let's say their whole life's work is about giving people a voice, okay? Giving people fair and balanced. And I mean, for some of you, you're going to apply it to your situation. You know, it's like, how do we say, like, they like, you know, they don't want to, it's like anti-prejudice campaigns maybe they're working on. Even it's like they want to spread the word in some way about something. Now it's funny because like I see that they've fallen in love with someone, okay? They've fallen in love with someone, guys, but they won't even practice what they're preaching in their personal life. This is what I'm seeing. This is the unfortunate thing. And I think that, like, for whoever this is, they, like, fell in love with this person. That, well, they saw them and they were like, wow, like, maybe they're going to actually be, like, and this is funny because they're actually not so brave. And I think actually gives you a different look of what they do in the public. It's like, if you can't even do it on your private life, then why are you doing it? Like, why are you saying that people should do that, but then you're not doing that? You know it? You got what I'm saying. Okay, the Three of Pentacles, yeah. This is, they're like maybe they first, no. Three of Pentacles with the Tower. This is something that is related to their career, their job, their work. I don't want to say that it's because they signed a contract. There's something cultural. They could step out, guys. Please, let's be honest here, okay? We're in the 21st century. Like, if they're coming through saying, well, so-and-so, it's like, this is not brave, again, okay? They could step away from their career. They're a smart person. They could find another job kind of vibe. This is maybe what you're even thinking, okay? It's like, you don't have to stay in that company. Like, yeah, I mean, if you were really like truly like an empowered individual and you were truly brave and you were truly all these things, like, you could be honest with people. Yeah, the Father of Wands in reverse. So maybe you were physical with this person. It could be a secretary. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing it. I hope this is not too triggering, but I'm seeing it. I'm going to say it. Like, someone here maybe works somewhere. Yeah. For some of you, they work in their house, maybe. I don't know what this is alluding to. You didn't take it as you will. Okay, now the Three of Pentacles, though, with the Tower. Okay, let's get further. The Five, well, they're hiding a lot of stuff, guys. It's not just like you. It's like a lot of stuff. It's not, I don't know if they're really a healthy person right now to be around. The Star in reverse, High Priest in reverse, Chariot upright, Page of Swords in reverse. They got a lot of drama going on here. Okay, yeah. And I think that, right, the Queen of Cups in reverse. And this is the type of person who will have like a model wife, but they won't really even, it's like a puppet energy. Let's clear the love and light. Possibly. Not for everybody, but. Ace of Wands. Let's clear the energy around. Thank you guys for moderating. Yeah, because we just don't have time for that. I think you're going to start moderating your relationship with this person. You know, for some of you, they're talking to you in very, very, very cryptic ways. Like, they're writing you emails. Let's clear the energy. Like, from an unknown number. They're writing emails from an unknown number. Now tell me how you're going to do that. Maybe they're dropping their email address and an unknown number. It's like, are we like in the CIA? What's going on? This should just be between me and you. But I see somebody who, well, they feel like you've got a hold of them, and they're even like, I don't even know if they trust you. I don't know if they trust you. Well, I have to say it, yeah, because they're in a space, maybe they have like an undercover position, like they don't even know if you're trustworthy, like, so, but then they're still trying to like befriend you, they're still trying to be friends. It's like, because they know, like, this is the type of person who can never make an enemy because it's something with their career, or they're paranoid. Well, check out the Scorpio reading, yeah, of last night. Now, the Empress in reverse, like, here you are. It's like, what do you want me to do now? What the hell? It's like, what are these, like, the situation where if you ever knew someone like that, okay? Oh, spam calls, Mimi. God. Where, like, if you talk to that person or you know, then it's like you're automatically, like, a suspect or something? I don't know. You dating like a mafioso? I mean, what is this? Yeah, Chariot upright. Maybe they're just like, yeah. They're acting like they cannot be free in their life, okay? So, yeah. So now the Page of Cups, to do something very specific, though. But they're free to do other things. So that tells you, yeah, I'm curious. Can we pull a little bit further on that? What is that? What are they, so what is it that they're... For some of you, they're in an underground industry. Oh no. Some of you wanted to like help this person, like, I don't know what that's about. I see somebody here who's cleaning a house. You take it as you will. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Mother of Swords. There's all kinds of weird, yeah, like reasons for why they can't do this and that, but that's very convenient, okay? Like, I really truly feel this person could step out of their career, and they could be with you, but they're just not. Oh, fake profile. Fake Facebook profile. The world's upright. They could be a public figure. I'm hearing on D. I don't know what that is alluding to. Gandhi? I don't know. On D. I don't think it's Gandhi. Hold on. Let's clear. Ani. I don't know what that means. Okay, Mother of Cups. Let's clear. On E. I don't know. The High Priestess in reverse. Me, I'm not, by the way. Okay, I don't do drugs. Not in this lifetime. So, okay. Daughter Swords, Daughter Wands, right. Let's clear it. No, yeah, you're like now. Oh, Daughter Swords, right. Literally, there. We on the Daughter Wands. For some of you, you're like now involved in something, but it's just because you know them. Hold on, is this person famous? Oh, he's in the military. Okay, yeah, that could be CC. So, yeah, because it seems like, but I don't know. Are you aware of this? I feel like you are aware of this. It's like, ah, shit, now I'm like all wound up, like in his drama, but like now there's a love story here going on. We don't have time. Right? I mean, I feel like the universe was like, well, we do until he gets it. Like, yeah, or until you get it too. That you got to step out. Because, like, the whole concealment energies, let's clear them. They could be a past life energy as well. Oh, you left him. Okay, that's good. Yeah. No, you got to leave this whole situation. Like, he needs to understand that this is, or they, or however it is, but I'm getting it's a he. I mean, you take it as you will, unless there's a feminine energy here who's posing as a Father of Wands in reverse, with the Emperor and the three fathers. Okay, the Father of Swords, Father of Pentacles, and the Father of Cups with the Death card. I am getting that for some of you, they're kind of like even applying like the way in which they're handling